Yeah, you know what, my friends? I'm really done with this notion that any coalition to the ANC and the EFF, any opposition coalition, we need to be wary about a DA-led coalition. Now, listen. Action SA has come out to say that, the DA, they should be welcomed into saying that they will fight the ANC and the EFF at all costs, but they mustn't think that they must be in charge of that particular coalition against the ANC and the EFF. Now, listen, if someone wins 30% of the votes and you win 3% of the votes, you are not fucking equal, right? If I own 80% of a shareholding of a company and you own 5%, we are not equal either. So this notion that the DA must not think that they can lead an opposition coalition by the ANC or EFF is bollocks. Byron, tell me I'm wrong.
No, so this all comes back on the DA conference. We're going to get DA Shill's arguments again, eh? But this all comes on the back of the DA conference, where the DA basically said it wants to create a pact between small political parties that want to remove the ANC from power. And in typical fashion, you saw the actual proper political parties. You saw my boys, the ACDC, ACDP, they came out there and they said, yep, good stuff, we're all in favor. The Freedom Front Plus came out and said, yep, all in favor, let's do it, boys. The pricks at Action SA went, hey, don't come here and tell us who's bossy. We've been doing this all along. As if somehow they're in government. They've got loads of government seats. Like, yeah, we're the actual official opposition. This approach by Action SA is constantly the massive fuck up in all municipalities around the country. Why is it that they always feel the need to kind of act like the spoiled children in a room? I don't get it.
No, what you hit the nail on the head. Action SA has no political power, right? They've won a few seats in some municipalities in Gauteng. Good for them. Excellent. They have no national power. They've got no seat in parliament. And yet somehow they believe that they control half this fucking country. And like the DA needs permission from them to actually pursue a coalition against the ANC and the EFF. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You can call the DA arrogant in this regard, but it has every right to be arrogant in this regard. It's got almost 30% of the vote, or 25% of the vote. Everyone else has a fifth, a sixth, a tenth of that. You can't think that you are equal. If you go to a board meeting and the shareholder has 50% and everyone else has 5%, you are not equal. The biggest, the most popular, is the one that has more power and influence. It is just normal in life and everywhere else. But for politics, apparently, it's not normal.
No, but the Action SA keeps trying to do these little pot digs at the DA. And it's not looking great. Like, so the first thing that Michael Beaumont came out and said when he saw the whole announcement of the pact, he says, well done, John Steenhuisen, for getting voted in your conference. And then he says, I'm so glad that you're not pursuing this DA ANC pact that you were going to pursue. Let us just be clear. A lot of us as analysts have speculated on what an ANC-DA coalition would look like. However, let's also be clear, just for the books, the DA has never endorsed an ANC-DA coalition, ever. It's not been said. We have, as analysts, speculated on what that might look like and whether it might be in the best interest of the nation so that we don't have an ANC-EFF coalition. However, do you know who has formed coalitions with the EFF, Ramon? Why don't you remind me? Who's worked with the actual EFF in a coalition?
Yes, that was Herman Mashaba in Joburg. I mean, to be fair to him, the DA did have a coalition with the EFF back then. But what they found out was Herman Mashaba basically became the homeboy of the EFF and basically did everything in terms of policies that the EFF wanted from him, not what the DA wanted from him. So therefore, he was booted. So for him to turn around and say, don't think you can come here and set the terms. Motherfucker, you didn't go follow the terms set by your own party when you were the Joburg mayor.
Yeah, that's right. And who was it that also told the DA that they should partner with the EFF and all the local municipalities? And why are you keeping them out of power? Because by keeping them out of power, you're giving the ANC a backdoor back in. Who was that again? Which political party was that?
Action SA. Yes, Herman Mashaba's party. You're right.
It's just like the grift of these people, mate. Like, it's just dumb, man. Like, why don't they just shut up, go back to the box, win your section of the vote, and when you've got 30-40% of the vote, you can throw your weight around all you want. Like, why is it always going to be the coalition partners say something and they're like, we're the Karens of the coalition and we didn't sign off on this. It's not okay.
I fully agree, Byron. Like, politics is about popularity. The DA is more popular than all these parties put together. The fact that they shouldn't have an outsized influence is basically just ego at this point. And let's face it, the DA has a history of coalition government. They've basically started and perfected it since 2006 in Cape Town under Helen Zille, the federal chairman of the Politburo, or whatever her title is. I always forget. You're dealing with experts here. Try act like it.
There's a political party that doesn't even have a representation in all parts of the country. Talking to the political party that's been in power, the official opposition, for how many years now? Like nearly 30 years. And they're like, we're the Karens. We know what's best for you. Do what we say, Sonny. You do what we say, or we're writing to your manager.
It's pathetic. Actually, say, as Byron says, and I fully agree with him, win some seats in Parliament, have some sort of leverage to use against the DA. Before that happens, why don't you shut the fuck up and get your votes in the next election? That is your Morning Shot recommendation of the day. Thank you.